Hi everyone, so in the last video we have seen how to use functions, return type functions, and we have wrote a function to return an addition value of number 10 and 5, right, if I am correct, number 10 and 5. So today we will proceed with that. We will do some practical so that you will have some touch on that. So I am not going to repeat. So a return type function, right, and a function that is going to return number 10 plus 15. So number 10 plus 5, so okay, not 15, 5, so that is going to be 15 from our common sense. So what is 15 comes under which data type? It is an integer data type, right? It's common sense, right? So from this logics, what we write is we write the functions. So first, what will write in the function? Return type, right? So what is the return type here? Integer, because I said it now. Then I will give a function name adder, then I will have two brackets, you know that, and I will start and close a curly bracket. All good, right? Then what I will do, I will say I will assign the value to a integer already. Int x is equal to 10 plus 5, okay, and then I am returning the x. Yes or no? Yes. So in the void loop I am writing I am writing another integer y and assigning the function return value to y. That means whatever the value x, the value x returning from the function will be assigned to value y in the void loop, because we should have a separate variable in the void loop so that we can use it inside, right? Common sense. So then I will say adder, okay. So okay, you are done it. So you create a variable and assign the function value to the variable. So you know how to define and declare the value, assign a value to the variable, right? So like that you are assigning a value. So adder is a value, right? What is value? 15. So it is equal as int y is equal to, I'm sorry guys, it's equal as int y is equal to 15. Yes or no? Yes. So now what will you use? You say what do you call serial println, right? Serial dot println y. Okay. So y will be repeatedly printed since void loop is going to repeat. Number 15 will be printed. Okay. So anyway, I will remove this. This is not in the code. So this thing we have seen in the previous video. So I have given you so many insights about these concepts, right? So how to write the return type, how to write the return statement, and blah 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 things. So anyway, here I will write serial dot println. Okay. Serial dot begin whatever the speed you are supposed to have in your computer's terminal, right? So I'm having 9600 here anyway. So let's do one more work. Okay, we will write another function. Okay, so please remember guys, so no matter how many functions you write, whatever you do, only these things will be considered by Arduino. Okay, Arduino will only run this. Arduino will only run the void setup one time and void loop repeatedly. Arduino doesn't care anything about anything. So only if you call anything inside, either inside the void setup block or void loop block, then only whatever is being called makes sense. Otherwise, if you write any number of functions outside of that, that doesn't matter. Okay, unless there's no syntax problems, it is fine. It will be there. It will be staying there, like having a variable. It will be an unused function, but the function will be existing outside. So if I have to write one more function, okay, maybe void function or return type function, I can write where after this function I will write, probably I will give a small space just for readability, and I will write. There's no problem. You can write even 100 functions one after another, right? So the rule is same, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm write a function to multiply 10 into 5, 10 and 5, right? So that means 15. Okay, so again I'm going to use my common sense now. So I'm thinking 10 into 5 is what? What is 10 into 5? Where's the integer into keyword? That asterisk? Oh my goodness, I'm not seeing that thingy. Maybe if I press this. Okay, nice. 10 into 5, right? So I know the value. Okay, 10 into 5 is none other than 50. Yes or no? Yes. So what is 50? What is the data type? It is also an integer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the 50 I'm going to return. So there is an integer data type. So for my return type of my function, I'm going to tell the data type of the returned value, right? So I'm saying integer, okay, because integer is there. Then I will say multiplier. So there's a problem here because functions names are not being named in this way, but it's okay for the moment, right? Normally we give a function name as a verb. So these are nouns, so it doesn't matter, okay? So I have tried like do multiply or multiply like that. So forget about that. I'm just replacing the word that I already deleted. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to write the multiplier. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to have another variable x inside the multiplier. So you don't need to worry why I'm having the same name of x, because this is the local variable for this block. Okay, so I can have the same name inside this block as well, because they will be considered as two different variables. Okay, because these are block scope variables. I have already talked about the local and global variables in the previous video, so I'm not repeating it. So you can have any name. I'm having int x because this index is within this block, everything. So this is scope of this x will be inside that adder block only. So in the multiplier block I can have another x. It's not, there's no problem. So this scope of the x will be inside this multiplier block. So that will not make any issues. So and say I will say 10 into 5. Okay, what I will do is then, I'm sorry guys, I will return x. Right, simple, right? So nothing will happen. So you can write any number of functions after this like this, one by one, no problem, zero problem will happen. So the function, even if you don't use the functions, they will be harmless. They will be sitting in the same place without making any issues. So since there's no point if we don't use it, I'm just trying to use it. So what I will do is I will assign another variable inside the void loop, int set, and assign the multiplier to set. Okay, so let me check whether the name is correct or not. It's correct. Okay, and I will call the function. I'll call the function and assign the value. So that means the function will return a value. The return value will automatically assign to z. Okay, then what I will do is I will again do a serial println. What is that? Z. Okay, so now what is going to happen is, first we will come and the void setup will do the serial begin whatever the business, and void loop will start. I will come and see there is something we have done. What is that? We have declared integer variable y. Okay, fine, the variable is named. And then what is the value of the variable? Adder. So it will look for the adder. So adder is he will find it is a function call because you have given the name and you have given two brackets and a semicolon. So Arduino knows it's a function call. So Arduino will go everywhere in the code, inside the void setup, outside of the void setup, inside the void loop, outside of the void loop, everywhere, and search and look for adder. And it will find adder is here. So he will see what is adder. It's a return type function. It's going to return an integer. Okay, fine. So he will get into that. He will add 10 plus 5. He will take the return value 15 and I have returned it. So he will return it. So he will come and again see, okay, adder is returning 15. So 15 will be immediately assigned to y. Okay. Then y will be printed. That in the sense 15 will be printed. Then again the same scenario will happen with the multiplier. You will come and look here. Okay, multiplier is there. What is that? Integer returning value. No problem. So in the left side also we have an integer being assigned. So it is compatible. No issues. So he will come into this. He will multiply 10 into 5 and return that x value, right? Because he knows that is what written here. So 50 he will return. Okay. He will do whatever inside the function and also return 50. So he will come and see here. Okay, z is equal to, what is that? 50, because function is being run now. Function has been run. So 50 will be returned. So the returned one will be assigned to set. Then we will serial println set as well, 50 as well. So 15 and 50 will be printed next to one after another for continuous times. I mean infinite times. That is what you will get. Okay. So as an exercise, I think now it's much clear to you now how to write return type functions. As an exercise, just do this. Okay, write another function as divider, where you are dividing 10 by 5. Answer would be true, right? So think about what is a return data type and what can you return, right? So how can you write the two lines? I'm sorry, because in the previous functions there were two lines, right? So this function also can be done with two lines. Two lines are enough actually, because you just have to do this, do the assignment, you do the calculation, and you then have to return. That's all you have to do in the divider scenario, right? So adder, multiplication, divider, and also do a subtractor. That means 10 minus 5. Okay, so write two functions for them as well, and also call those functions also here, and serial print the value also, divider value and subtractor value. So you should have four values one after another. Addition value 15 should be coming, multiplier 50 should be coming, and the divider 10 by 5 2 should be coming, and the subtracted value 10 minus 5 should be printed. So all the four values should be printed one after another. Okay, so you can write whatever the needed lines here as well, right? You get the point, right? So do it as a practical, and yes, I will catch you up in the next video. So if you do this, you will get some more touch. If you have any issues, please catch me in the comment, let me know. So until then guys, have a great day ahead. Bye, and consider subscribing us.